Hey guys, BJ the Brave back with some more Shadowverse for you, and it has begun. The tournaments are kicking off, and yeah, we've already got a couple of very tasty decks that have come out of some early tournaments, and I'm going to show you one today. Congratulations to Sarambo09. He's won with this Haven deck, and yeah, it's pretty spicy, guys. It's pretty spicy. I've built the deck myself and had a few games, and I really like some of the synergies. So basically, I don't have a couple of the cards, but I have the rest. So the only cards I don't have is I don't have the third Philadu card. I've got two of those. And I don't have the third, whatever this guy's called, the 4-drop golden card. So what I've done in my version, I've just got 2 copies of those, and I'll show you the cards that I've added. And let's take a look at that deck in English and work through it. All right, so if we go find the deck, Tony, this is the one. Okay, so basically, what this deck is doing, which is really clever, is it's really denying your opponent from having many targets. You know, he had 3 copies of Renavero. I've only got 2 of these, but obviously these guys are in ambush, so they can't be targeted. We've obviously got a lot of things that are wrapped up in amulets, so they can't be targeted. And then for his evolve points, he's looking at things like the 2 Philadus. He's actually got 3, I've only got 2, and obviously the Renavero, so he can remove anything that comes down. If it's a go wide board, obviously he's still got the Salefa for the AoE. So what I've added in, just for those third copies that I haven't got, is I've put one Soulcure Sister and 1 Apollo. And actually, I think, to be honest, you could run 2 Apollos. I'm not sure if the Soulcure Sister's needed. I think Apollo's very good. 2 copies of those really help, and they give you some nice recovery to the sort of first 3 or 4 turns. The other one that you could run is the Iron Fist, right? The 4-drop Iron Fist. But other than that, the deck is identical. So what is he trying to do in this deck? Well, basically, what he's doing is he's basically timing when the when I was going to say the statues. They are statues. We've got the wing statue and we've got the avian statue, and both of these statues release a falcon. One is regal, which is obviously the 4/4, and the other one's the 2/2, but they both have storm. And so what that allows you to do is basically guarantee a target for Olivia, so you can have a double super evolve unit, which is fantastic, or you're able to target with Jian, so that she comes on, doesn't even need to super evolve, and gives everything +2. So really great synergy. It's quite easy to set up, I would say, as well, which is very cool. You've still got like some good removal tools, again in the Philadu, the Ronavaro, the whole Unholy Vessel. Also Ronavaro, don't forget, because he's ambush, you can just leave him in there, and again he can be a target for Olivia or Sacred Griffin. And the cool thing with Ronavaro is that he can stay in ambush. Your opponent's like, oh, do I deploy? And then even if he does deploy, you can use the evolve on Renavero, which kills something, but you don't have to attack with Renavero, so he still stays in ambush. And then obviously now he's a 3/5 because she killed something with evolve. And then when you drop Jian down on him, becomes a 5/9. It's essentially another not rush, storm, right? I'm still getting used to the keywords, guys. It's essentially another storm, right? Because it's been in ambush, it's not just come down this turn, so it can attack. It's really clever synergy. I really do like this deck. And then just to top it all off, you've got the Sacred Griffin, and rejoice, beginners and free-to-play players will be really happy to see this card in here. Trust me, this is not a, oh, put this in until you get a better card. No, this card belongs in this deck, because once you've done all the stuff I've just said, you're guaranteed going to be in position to Sacred Griffin for the win. This thing can come down. You can obviously use buff it up to 9 with Super Evolve. And another, you know, you've got things like Dose of Holiness. This can sit on the board so that it can like instant engage to give this thing a storm without having to spend any additional points. So very, very cool deck. So let's jump into some games. Obviously in the early in the mulligan, and then we'll jump to some games. So in the mulligan, you are looking for the early stuff. You're looking for your Leas, and you're looking for your Apollo, depending on the matchups. But also these things to start setting up, right? So like Ronavaro, Philadu, and Dose of Holiness is fine. And maybe Guardian of the Water if you're suspecting a kind of go wide board. So that's it, guys. So let's dive into some games and see how we get on with this. Okay, so first up, we are going up against Roomcraft.
Enjoy yourself.
So here we get rid of the big ones. Yeah, and we draw ourselves Runavara. So he goes for Insight. And we just go ahead and drop the beast. So the Angelic Priestess just draws us a nice amulet. Keeps the pressure on the board. And here we go. Philodau comes... Not Philodau. Runavera comes down. What does he do? Now we have to be mindful of things like William in this faction. But down comes the Evian statue. Ding dong!
I'll always watch over you. May wings be at your back.
Now we have got the Xian in hand.
I'm here to spread the love.
And this is where I think the Apollo makes quite a nice addition. I know this is something I added, but I actually think it fills quite a good good gap in the deck early on. Wouldn't be mad at two of those.
New year, new me.
Is this your judgment?
So really, we got really quite unlucky there, right, with the William. That was the one card that could really threaten the whole board there. But still, because of the timed amulets, look at this. Jian comes down. She's got double target. She can super evolve to kill the William, get the extra 1 point damage.
We shall build heaven on earth.
Pardon my language. To the edge of what's known. Get lost.
You're done for.
Okay, so Kion for the counter.
You are.
Sound the retreat.
I give up.
You're tough.
You can see why the Griffins are so important, right? Because this combination's just put him down easily within Griffin range. Okay, so next up we've got Abysscraft.
Enjoy yourself.
So getting rid of the Griffin and Xian.
Welcome to Hades, oh doomed spirit.
Nothing to do here. So Leia's going to come down. Ding dong. Okay, so we are facing the aggro deck. Are these types of matches as well where I quite like the idea of having the Soul Cure sister, you know? I'm not sure whether that's the correct swap or not, but that's what I'm trying, so we'll see.
Repent.
Yeah, Guardian of the Water, just such a good wide board clear.
Brace yourself.
You would take my hand. It's really heating up now. A gentle heat booms.
So down comes Ceres. And we're into the Super Evolve stage of the game.
Already? Rough and raring to go.
Fly forth into an endless sky.
So what we can do here, look, is we can Olivia.
Behold divinity.
And then next turn we've got two
Fate shall fall to this
2 more tokens that we can line up for a Xian. So next turn we've got these 2 with Xian, and yeah.
Turned to stone or swallowed whole?
This is not the end.
Medusa comes down. Here she comes.
The god's absence.
Now this 7 health from Medusa is a little bit annoying, because it forces us to super evolve where I might not have done there.
We shall build
And that actually becomes quite a big deal, because we're sort of like got the pressure's on now, right, to
Chains to ash and boredom
find the reach. And obviously Cerebus is going to come down for the heal.
We can flip 'em good.
Back to 6.
You having any fun yet?
Super evolves. He's going to get that one back, so we'll go up to 8 health.
Everything to a crisp.
Or was it 10?
I'll rip you to pieces. Away. Ruh-roh.
Sound the retreat.
10 health, yeah. Yeah, because it's 3, isn't it? So it's 6, 2 from each one. So again, we've got 8 here. It's not quite enough. Got no evolve points. So like spending that super evolve to deal the 1 against the 1 health unit did cost us a little bit here. We would have ended this a bit earlier.
Ding dong, ding dong. Now this will be a feast. Watch over you.
But these 2-turn amulets are really good, because you can spend 1, and there's the Griffin, right? So we can spend 1 here. That gives Storm to that, and we're good to go.
Done here.
GG.
Who's first?
Alrighty, hit that thumbs up if you're enjoying this so far. And we got Portalcraft, the tier 1 meta. Let's see. We've beaten Roomcraft. How does it do against Portal? This is one where I think the Iron Fist could be good. Alright, we're going to ding dong. Because of some of the synergies that we've been talking about, I do think Leah's quite good, right, for just making sure we draw into the answers, into the combos. Even though it does put us behind a bit here. So down comes Ronavara. Got to be a bit mindful of Omega C, right? So I go ahead and use Ronavara here to kill this, and also more importantly to put him on 5 health, right? So we can avoid the AoE.
Trajectory calculated.
Down comes Apollo.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, I do like the Apollo in the deck for sure. But if you don't want the Soul Cure system, maybe you could go with an Iron Fist instead and have one of each, 1 Apollo and 1 Soul Sister. See, there we go. So it played around that Gamma C that we talked about earlier. And now down comes Olivia. Now, I'm not sure if I do this correctly. So what we do is we super evolve Olivia. And we put it on the bird.
Even fate shall fall to this blade.
I know that thing would die, but obviously we do it to get the +1. What I'm not sure about is whether we attack with Ronavara there, because next turn we've got Xian. So we probably should have just kept... Maybe we should have kept Ronavara in ambush, just to guarantee a target for Xian. Although saying that, if he had another AoE, then we would have lost Ronavara. So I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments.
Is this your judgment?
I have much to learn.
And that's all she wrote. So there we go, guys. That is the deck. Congratulations once again to Sarambo09 for winning. I think it was a 256-man tournament. Let me know if you like this kind of content, and definitely hit the thumbs up down below. Thank you so much for the support, guys. Really enjoying all the conversation in the comments. Let's keep it up. BJ out. I'll see you in the next one.